Welcome back, everybody. We are celebrating New Orleans today, and Amanda Cupcake is here with the ultimate over-the-top cupcake. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good to be back. How are you?
I am great, and I love New Orleans. I've been there a couple times, and it's one of those cities where it's like everything is just kind of over the top, you know, over the top crazy, and that's what makes it so special and so fun. So these cupcakes, yeah, you captured New Orleans. That is exactly what I would think of. Purple and crazy sweet and with a donut on top, you know.
I think I would fit in pretty good there then.
I do. You are sparkly. You'd have great fun. So tell me about these cupcakes.
All right, so I got inspired by New Orleans, obviously, by the purple and the pearls and everything like that, but I also got inspired by the desserts when I was researching what dessert to make for the show today. And something that they do is they indulge as well in over-the-top desserts around Mardi Gras. So especially donuts.
Yes.
So I made a donut cupcake. And this cupcake actually has, some of them have donut holes baked inside.
Wow.
And it's got like a donut flavor to it.
How fun, how fun. Yeah, in New Orleans, actually, there's a place called Café du Monde, and they do a French-style donut, kind of like a beignet, and people, if you go there, you have to go there every morning to start your morning with coffee and one of these beignets, and they're fantastic. Also, of course, the king cakes are, you know, very famous there. So yeah, a lot of donut eating going on. So a donut and a cupcake, talk about over the top. So all Amanda's cupcakes start with from scratch, but we're going to make it easy and do a nice box cake mix. We're going to jazz it up a little bit. So,
yeah, I'm going to doctor it up.
So one box of, you're using the white cake mix.
Yep, you can either use a white or a yellow.
Okay, all right. So we're going to get that into our mixer. But don't follow the directions on the back. Amanda takes these box mixes to a whole nother level by adding pudding.
I do. I add instant dry pudding.
Okay.
Usually just one box, and I think it's like a 3.3 to 4 ounce box. I like white chocolate as my base more than vanilla because it just gives a little bit of extra added flavor.
Oh, it smells delicious. So one box of instant white chocolate pudding. Okay. Instead of water, use milk.
Yep, I use buttermilk or milk.
Okay.
Either one works. I like using buttermilk, especially for like a donut cupcake.
It's going to be really moist that way. Yeah. And instead of 3 eggs, Amanda uses 4 eggs.
That's right. You remembered.
That's a secret because the box only says 3. So add an extra egg next time you're making box cake mix. They'll just be really dense, right?
Yeah. It adds like weight to it like a regular cupcake from scratch instead of the cupcakes you make from a mix are often very light,
yes,
and these are more like filling, like a meal almost.
And the other thing is cupcakes by nature, they're small, so they tend to dry out. So these, you know, by adding an extra egg and the buttermilk, they're going to stay nice and moist.
Yes.
Oil in here?
So you put in a 1/3 cup of oil, and then what I do to donut this up is I add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon.
Okay.
And a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. And what you can do too, which I didn't bring along with me because it's optional, you can add like 3 teaspoons of bread flour to this, and it makes it taste even more like a donut.
Okay.
It's got that bread flavor in it. Just make sure it's just 3 teaspoons of bread flour, and it just gives it enough of that little like bread taste.
Okay, so all-purpose flour or like a self-rising flour?
I would do not a self-rising flour.
Okay, just an all-purpose flour.
Yep.
Okay, all right. All right, so we'll get this going.
Can you smell it?
It does smell like a donut. It smells delicious. Wow. So we've got our cupcake tin lined, and we're going to just scoop those in. And oven temperature?
Oven temperature needs to be at 325. That's what I bake it at, just to make sure it doesn't overbake.
325, and for about how long?
For about 22 minutes.
Okay.
And for this one, it really puffs up. So just fill it about half full. And another cool thing you can do is if you want to bake a donut hole inside of it, I have donut holes, you just line the bottom of it.
Okay.
And then you put the donut hole inside, and then you just kind of cover it up with a little bit more batter, and there's a little donut hole surprise in your donut cupcake.
Oh my gosh, that is so fun and over the top. That is crazy. That's what we're looking for today. Okay, so we've got some that are already baked and cooled, and you can stuff them with a donut. You don't have to stuff them. You can stuff them. You've got one stuffed with some jam here.
Yes.
So there's little surprises and some, you know, each little cupcake. So now the frosting, you make a homemade frosting. Tell us about this.
I do. It has a marshmallow cream base with cinnamon added to it, and of course butter and powdered sugar and real pure vanilla extract.
Yum, yum. All right, so you trust me to frost this up?
Of course. Then you just pipe it on top of the cupcake.
It's a little stiff today, but that's
yeah.
okay.
It's chilly outside, so the...
All right, I'm gonna let you do this next one because that looks horrible.
That's
All right,
okay.
you'll do it better, Amanda.
All right. So then you just pipe it on there. I do this all day long, so my hand muscles are really strong from piping so much frosting. And then,
Now, what's this?
and then this is a glaze that I actually make from a mixture of 3 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 cup of powdered sugar, 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 3 teaspoons of hot water.
Okay.
And then what I do is, like you would a donut, is I just pour the glaze on top of the swirl of frosting.
What fun. Okay, I'm gonna get this yet. Anne's laughing at me over there. It's really kind of stiff this morning.
It is. It was cold on the way here, so the frosting hardened a little bit.
It's not just me, Anne.
No, it's not. I was trying to get them to warm it up by
We'll just put some glaze and some sprinkles on that. So now
Yep.
some fun different toppings for this.
yes, and
is-
because it's Mardi Gras, you have to add all the
Oh yeah.
fun
Hello.
glitter and sprinkles and
You
everything,
bet.
and the beads. We have edible 6-lit beads.
Oh my gosh, how fun is this? And we've got disco dust too. You know, you got to have
Yes.
lots of disco dust. So we'll disco them up a little bit. This is just edible glitter and
Yep.
gold. I love doing the gold.
Especially for Mardi
Yeah,
Gras.
exactly. So this is fun too. These little purple sprinkles.
Yep, and
We
that's
could
like
put a
edible
donut
glitter,
on
and
top.
it's more chunky.
Oh my gosh, how fun is this? I love these guys. These are these are pearls, the purple pearls.
Yep. And those, yeah,
You kind of have to place them on more.
that glaze dries really fast.
Okay.
But just kind of experiment and play
Yep,
around and have
yep.
fun with it.
Oh my gosh, how fun. Come on, put it on there. This one does not want to go on there. Maybe some sprinkles. Really, really fun. Oh, these are great recipes. I love this. I mean, talk about over the top. How can people get a hold of you if you know, they've got a theme and they want you to come up with this over the top cupcake?
Well, you can find me on my Facebook fan page. I'm located in New London. Actually, I bake all my cupcakes out of this place called the Cupcake Mansion. And I recently started selling my cupcakes at Familiar Grounds in New London.
Okay.
And also at Woodman's in Appleton and Green Bay. So you can buy my cupcakes there too.
But if you want to place a special order, you can get a hold of her at the Cupcake Mansion in New London or find her on Facebook. How do people find you on Facebook?
You just look up Amanda Cupcake and you'll find it.
All right, great. Thank you so much. These are absolutely
you.
wonderful. They make me smile. Really appreciate it.
I'm glad I could make you smile.
Coming up next, some more New Orleans inspired recipes to really get the party started. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.